Hello, I'm Richard Hooper and this is SatTV Week. Now I'm pleased to be joined by Jay Moody of Comtech Command Control. Jay, thanks very much for joining us. Comtech Command Control under the Comtech Telecommunications umbrella. What does the division do?
Well, Comtech Command Control Technologies is a company, it's a subsidiary, wholly owned subsidiary of Comtech Telecommunications Corporations. It's a very diverse company that deals with telecommunication technologies for commercial and government businesses. And as far as what I focus on satellite tracking antennas and radomes in support primarily of the low Earth orbit and medium Earth orbit satellite markets that we see developing throughout the world.
Now, you mentioned the low Earth orbit constellations. They've been quite disruptive and we're hearing a lot about that. Is it an exciting time for you?
Oh, very much so. 5 years ago, there probably wasn't much of a market to think of. Now, we've had our design and our product for over 15, 16 years, and we really developed it as well as the control software as well. So we have a very mature, very effective design. So seeing how things have evolved, I tell people that the market's finally coming to us, because we had the niche market, now it's much more of a broader market. So primarily you see in North America, Europe, but starting to see rumblings of things happening in Asia, and we want to be at the ground floor of that and help make that happen.
Now, with regards to sectors for your products, I know you're heavily involved in the government. Can you explain a little bit more about that?
Well, actually, it's not just the government. A lot of our products, we have a lot of large commercial customers. You hear about, almost every month, you'll hear about a new large constellation that somebody's planning to put up either hundreds or thousands of satellites. And that sector is a very major part of our base right now, our customer base, and a very large portion of our marketing focus. However, you're starting to see the military, U.S. military and European militaries starting to show interest in this area. So yes, we are prepared to support the full line of our products, because we have the most extensive line of what's called the XY pedestal. It's differentiated from what's called the azimuth elevation pedestal that you normally see, which azimuth elevation are fine for the geo-tracking satellites, but something that, as far as we have, something that's really specialized and really is very optimized for low Earth orbit and medium Earth orbit satellites, whether for commercial or military purposes.
So a company like yours, which has to innovate all the time, how do you keep ahead of your competitors?
Yes, an interesting thing is we've kind of like I said before about the market starting to come to us. We had this innovative design and we kind of keep it sharpened and moving forward all the time. So compared to anybody else, nobody else has the extensive line that we have, from 30 centimeter dishes all the way up to 7, 8, 9, 10 meter dishes. So, and covering from the full range of L, C, X, SX, KU, KA, and actually we're even now looking into the Q and V bands. So we're well positioned to be always pushing to see what the next need is in the marketplace, and we're pushing forward in all fronts.
Now, the satellite industry has gone through a lot of change and evolution over the last 24 months. What's your take on where the market's going?
Well, it's interesting. As you see, the small satellites, they are being adopted, recognized for their real potential, not just on the commercial side where you see the SpaceX's and the Planet Labs and the OneWebs, etc. But now you see the government really step forward and say, wait a minute, there's something real here. And I tell people at the different shows we do, in the past we never had many government inquiries, but now we are. We are seeing them now, and not just from the United States, but from other countries as well.
Jay, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.